from this Munster team. Absolutely no surprise here. The team that won so well in Castor is kept together to try and repeat the performance. A pack full of committed old warriors like their leader Anthony Foley and young tyros such as Flannery and Leamy, adding in the experience of halfback Stringer and O'Gara. Munster opting for Mozzie Lawler to cover for fly half. Jeremy Manning has a broken arm. Paul Burke injured as well. Sale 4 forwards, 2 backs, and in Epi Taioni a bit of both. Referee Joel Juge of France. He took charge of Munster's miracle match over Gloucester here 3 years ago when the rugby world went into an emotional spin. What does this ground have in store for us today? For Munster, is there a pot of gold at the end of the Heineken Cup rainbow? For Sale, who kick off, they're going into places where this club has never been before. Stringer waits and serves beautifully to O'Gara, and that's a confident start, and so much resting on the halfbacks.
Yes, on both sides. O'Gara knows every blade of turf here. His battle with Charlie Hodgson is one of the central features of this game. Prince Charlie of England in magnificent form, but Ronan O'Gara for so long has been the king of Limerick.
First line out, Bruno throws, finds Magnus Lund, called into the England squad. Chabal is there. And Foley stops Sale, all by himself. Martens, Hodgson with the first Gary Owen from near the home of the up and under tactic. That's well played by Payne. Now we'll get the first scrum. Had the first line out.
Well, that's a fantastic take by Sean Payne as Mark Taylor went up on him. Hodgson's kick was good outside the 22, but the Munster fullback claimed that one.
Martens just comes away from the scrum because Chabal is going to take it himself. So much said about the first tackle on Chabal in the media this week, and how much that would mean to Munster. Well, they got their man reasonably quickly there. They'll also have to deal with Sheridan, who guards his Lions colleague O'Callaghan, who's on the scene. Referee's seen the knock forward. Munster play on with the advantage. Out it goes along the line to Payne now with ball in hand. Oh, this is good. Kelly takes it up the right wing. Looks for support. Managed to stay on his feet well. Flannery arrived. Munster want to swing it left. They've got men. Foley is one of them. Stringer goes in. Ball wasn't out, said the referee. That's offside. Penalty. Sheridan's gone a little bit over the top there, and there are scraps breaking out all over the place. Joel Juge will need all his composure here. Fernandez Lobe walks back towards the referee. Time for the captains. And the touch judge.
What a counter-attack that was from Munster. Sean Payne's intervention, brilliant.
Et mettre avec 2 points. Voilà. C'est carton jaune ou c'est pénalité contre carte blanche? Faux.
Fernandez Lobe.
Ok, c'est bon, Frank. C'est bon, Frank. There is an advantage for this team, for Munster, because your player number 1 is offside. Okay. There is a scuffle between scrum half and the number 1, and you stop. And you come punches.
Well, what a start to this game, not just the counter-attack, It is 10 minutes in the sin bin for Ignacio Fernandez-Lobe, the Argentina international, recalled to the side this week. Rotating with Dean Schofield, who goes to the bench and already joining Schofield near that bench. Munster have the man advantage and the kick to come.
Sheridan and Stringer going first, and then Lobe comes in, hitting Flannery, but Flannery had also gone in, I felt, on Sheridan there. What an explosive start that is. Munster confident, Munster with a man advantage. O'Gara to give them the dream start.
Over 700 points in this competition, the leading point scorer in the Heineken Cup. And there's 3 more. Munster know they win and they're through. That's a good start.
Well, it's a very good start, not just the counter-attack, but the fact that Sale's attempts to attack them around the fridge was repelled, ball turned over. Munster couldn't do that in Stockport at the start of the tournament. Turned Sale's attack over around the fringes. Psychologically, they've got the start they wanted, and they have the points.
Hodgson restarting now, having just kicked off minutes ago. Now can Munster take advantage of the extra forward? Stringer is caught. Referee waves this one on. Sharks try and get a boot in. Still searching for that ball. Stewart nearly offside there. And again it's Stringer, O'Gara. Such a great insurance policy here, those two.
Well, both finding some form as well in different seasons for large parts at the end of 2005, but they've started 2006 in very good form. Stringer excellent in Cass last week, and O'Gara getting that smooth service and striking a lovely ball there.
Paul O'Connell back in the side, and what an impact as well. A couple of tries for him in his one start in the Heineken Cup this season against Castra last weekend. He missed Edgley Park, he was sorely missed, wasn't he?
He's hugely missed for this team. He really is central to everything about them. He's their leader in the tight fight. He's the guy that gets them going forward. And Chris Jones has a mammoth task today to nullify the combination of O'Connell and Donnacha O'Callaghan in the second row.
Sale win, they could be about to set a points record in the pool stages of the Heineken Cup. That, though, well on the back burner today. All thoughts like that, because if they win, they'll be the first side to do so here at Thomond Park. That is the more telling statistic. Chabal. Sheridan all psyched up, but Munster there like that red wall. But they are so often in defence. Trying to turn the youngster Dowling. Needs to get back there quickly. Cueto. The England star all over him. And it's a penalty for holding on. Ian Dowling had such a good debut in the Heineken Cup against Castra. Today up against Mark Cueto.
That's brilliant play from Sale. Chabal crossed the gain line. Sheridan took it on, and then Hodgson knowingly kept the ball in field. Dowling turned. Cueto in a patient challenge. The penalty. Sale don't go for 3 points. What they're trying to do is silence the Thomond Park crowd by coming back with 5 of their own, with 14 men on the pitch. That's brave.
Not in the air, not in the air.
It is unbelievably brave. Sale then going for this try, a man down.
A line-out jumper down.
Bruno throws to the tail of that line-out. It's accurate, it's spot on, and now they can pile in. Bruno's joined the drive. Magnus Lund is with him, but O'Callaghan is dragging him back towards the 22 and away from the try line. Sale retain possession. Martens now, they drop back for the possible drop goal. Larachir is a wobbly one, it's not a good one. Could have been a penalty for those posts, they rejected it. Now it's a 22, there's no points, and O'Gara's got a bit of space in front of him. Takes the quick tap. Flannery, referee playing advantage as well. Munster might as well give this a go. Nothing coming, so it's penalty. Well, more to the point, I think the referee had to blow the whistle because there was yet another scuffle. Had to get in there. White involved this time, the Scotland captain.
Miles, I said how tightening it was in the pit of the stomach in the changing room area before the game, and what's happened, both these teams have come out and that tension is spilling over in the early stages. It does feel like a test match here.
Both touch judges now involved on separate occasions. Last time it led to a sin bin. Doesn't feel or sound like that this time. It's going to be a penalty though.
Fullback.
Fullback is Sean Payne.
Yes, fullback. He said fullback. The first duty is we have a tackle with that ball, wide. But after the tackle situation, for my judge, it was illegal. You use illegal feet on the white player. It will be a penalty kick against you. 10 meters. Yes, 10 meters. Maybe another player, I don't know.
Anthony Foley feels there's a mistaken identity there, so does Sean Payne, but the end result is a relief to Sale. They have a chance for those 3 points, but they turn down with that kick to the corner.
Well, more than a chance, this is an absolute sitter for Charlie Hodgson in just about any ground in the UK or Ireland, but Hodgson will not have faced the silence, and silence, as you get here, is intimidating. Just listen to nothing.
It's 3 points, and that silence is broken by the Sale Sharks supporters. Quite clearly outnumbered today, but they were able to make their shouts heard to celebrate Charlie Hodgson's first 3 points of the evening. It's 3-3, and what a start it's been. We haven't had a try so far, but we've had plenty to talk about. Here's O'Gara. Two locks, the two Lions chasing, and Chabal got it, and he was put backwards in a big way. Oh, what a drive from Munster. That was Chabal and Sale that they were carting back. Martens, Hodgson, and there's the slice.
There is the pressure. We said Paul O'Connell is central to this team. In he goes, first, and then O'Callaghan and the rest. Chabal is facing the might of an Irish province, and even the beast from France, Sébastien Chabal, cannot stop them. Hodgson is unnerved with his French number 8 getting rocked backwards, and the decibel level raises yet again.
That was an unbelievable moment to behold. Sébastien Chabal has been rocking players back all through the season in the English Premiership and in the Heineken Cup as well. But that time he had no answer for O'Connell and his mates in the Munster pack. And it has got this crowd going. It really has.
Well, Chabal had to stand there and take it. His mates had to run backwards to get to him. O'Connell first, and then the rest of the Munster pack going forwards on the offensive. Now, what a moment. Flannery, who could be Ireland's hooker, finds his man. Danger zone.
Goes to the tail, and Munster want to get quickly into a drive again, and so they should. They want to take advantage of the numbers. Maybe if it was even up front at the moment, it wouldn't matter, because Munster are going towards that line for try number 1. They said all week, if anyone can, Munster can.
Foley, the captain, shades of that miracle win against England's leading team, Gloucester, all those years again. Rumbled by the Munster pack. Sale, one man down, couldn't stop them. Could they have stopped them with 8? I don't know. From that kick-off from O'Gara, the force was with the men in red. What a comeback.
Captain score. O'Gara's conversion. Once again we had the silence, but this time it was followed by a deafening roar. O'Gara's conversion makes it Munster 10, Sale Sharks 3.
Well, 8 forwards and about 14,000 people behind that drive as O'Callaghan celebrates it. There is something special about this place, and Sale will need to be special to repel it.
Good chase there from Jason White, and Sale already have it. Seviali'i is looking for Taylor. It fell in no man's land, and Cueto had to come in and take it. Well, look at the commitment from all the back row. Leamy throwing himself about now, along with Foley and Wallace. What a back row that is. And what a back row it's up against. One of the great battles of the day, that. Hodgson. Another battle, the two fly halves, Hodgson and O'Gara. Here comes Chabal. Oh, he's gone for the chip. Doesn't normally do that, but he's taken it. And now he's looking to show his strength in return and hang on to that ball and create something on this side. Cueto is lurking. Seviali'i again. Off to Cueto, he's knocked on, but it's penalty coming. And you'd wager now, and some of the players join the crowd on this near side, that Hodgson will be encouraged by Robinson to get some points on the board and go for the kick this time.
It's all happening, isn't it? Have you ever seen Sebastian Chabal produce the most delicate of kicks? A stretched, bearded version of Frederick Michalak there. That was gorgeous from the number 8. Munster were ready to rock him with the tackle, and Chabal just chipped over the top. That was clever play. And yes, Sale and Hodgson will take the 3 points. Look at this. Lovely deft play just to get behind that first line of Munster tacklers and just vary in the game. It's a fascinating start to this match.
Here comes the silence again. But the rhythm from Hodgson is good, and Fernandez Lobby is about to come out of the sin bin, so Sale not only get the 3 points, they're back to their full complement of 15. That's a fine strike from Hodgson.
He had that nervous period a year or so ago in England colours, but he's got ice in the veins again now. A supreme fly half on current form. The next hour or so, his battle with O'Gara could go a long way towards deciding this one.
Another chase then. Another catch from Chabal. Martins wanted the penalty for Chabal being taken out in the air. The touch judge on this near side, I think, has agreed with him.
I'm loving this battle. Just at the restart, Ronan O'Gara's kickoffs are excellent, and O'Connell is herring up like a greyhound. And Chabal, he's not taking his eye off the ball. He'll take all 8 if needs be, but whew, set-piece work is excellent from both teams.
And that deemed a dangerous challenge. Chabal taken out in the air. The table as it stands, with Munster winning the game, and 22 points will be enough for them to qualify. Sale already qualified, remember. It's about sorting out where they play their quarter-final this day, and also about giving them the significance of a victory on this ground and the boost that would inevitably give to their season and all that still lies ahead for them on 2 fronts. But this is the stage where they really want to make their mark. First quarter-final is looming. Hodgson to Robinson, seeing nothing of Jason Robinson with ball in hand until this moment. The Sale captain scored a try, of course, against Munster at Edgeley Park in that first game. The support work there from Chris Jones. Hodgson again. This is cool and calm from Sale as they look to build the attack with Cueto.
Okay, stay back. The ball is out.
Martins going short. Fernandez Lobby.
Straight back in.
Martins again to Hodgson. Again, it's the patience to build. Seviali'i Might be something out wide as White looks for Robinson in. Oh, beats the first man, beats the second. Jason Robinson up to his old tricks there. Picked up by Hodgson. Larachier's involved now. Sheridan through the middle. Referee nearly getting in the way, but Martin saw him off. Now it's Hodgson again to Cueto. Oh, Cueto is going here, he's stepping inside. Had Mark Taylor outside. Munster seem to have the cover. Will they have the cover still? As Hodgson goes for the corner. Just held short, it's meters now. In goes John Hayes as Munster regroup. Long attack this. Squirts out the side and Martins has to fall on it. Players lying on the wrong side from both sides there, but it's still with Sale and Cueto. He'll have to act as the scrum half here. He's going himself and stopped again. There's very little change on the fringe. But still, Sale look to persist with that tactic. The backs are waiting eagerly, but it's to the blind side, and Larachier lost. Foley to a big cheer. O'Gara. Now they'll chase this with Cueto coming forward. Important catch, takes it. Thinks about the crossfield kick, but there's a line of Munstermen there to stop him.
A little bit slow there, Mark Cueto, not decisive, unusual.
Okay.
Hodgson, Robinson, off his wing now and eager for work, the captain. Penalty, marvellous defence.
Well, Sale's ability to keep a ball is one of the prime reasons why they're top of the Guinness Premiership. Munster, of course, they're top of the Celtic League, and one of the reasons is they have a rock-like defence, very organised, didn't give the penalties away. And Sale, perhaps, when they went blind, should then have just moved into an attacking mode. Larachier's kick was a bad option. Foley's covering was, as ever here, excellent.
Only conceded 6 tries in the Heineken Cup this season, Munster, to back up the remark about their defence. Felt that the best option for Sale there was to go left. The backs were lining up. Larachier's little chip didn't work.
Sometimes a really good defending forces an attacking team into an option that it doesn't really want to do. Larachier's chip there looked something like a panicky move.
Ditto Cueto when he came forward to make that catch and just delayed fatally. Helston, so important to Munster in their midfield, the South African international, Trevor Helston. But there's a penalty for holding on against Munster, this one going Sale's way.
One for Elvis Seviali'i there against Castro. The French went far too high on the Natal centre. The South African bust them. He was the most important man on the pitch. Seviali'i went low, brought his man down. That's really good defence.
We mentioned the battles in the back row and also at fly half, which I suppose are the headline battles, but I was really looking forward to this one. Helston against Seviali'i. Seviali'i, possibly the most underrated player in the Sale Shark squad this season by many. He doesn't grab the headlines, but I know you've been a great fan of him, and you can see why week in, week out.
Yeah, he's certainly one of their most improved players. There's the headline grabbers, O'Connell just now and Shabal, but all sorts of battles all over the park.
Here is Seviali'i now. Martens. It's not clean ball again for the scrum half, which makes his life difficult. Oh, Shabal's been chopped down again, and that's a big tree. Cueto, not a good kick, and he's been kicking so well, hasn't he? Munster are forcing errors, and then it's the long kick downfield by Munster. And John Kelly, of course, one of their old soldiers, scored 2 tries on that glorious day against Gloucester here 3 years ago. It was Cueto one wing, kicking badly.
Well, it's Shabal being hit backwards again, just seems to unsettle Sale. And Cueto, the most assured wing in England for 2 years, really is at the moment going through a nervous little 5 minutes or so. This is different to any test match ground. And Sale are starting to understand that. Ronan O'Gara with the hit there. Hodgson puts the ball back, and then it was straight from Cueto to Kelly. And again, it's Kelly who finds the right kick.
What was so wonderful about the build-up to this match was everybody was saying it was going to be good, but you knew it was going to be good. It couldn't let us down. Here at Thomond Park, with Munster needing to win to qualify for a record 8th quarter-final. It's their record here now, played 23, won 23 in the Heineken Cup in this stadium. Unblemished, just the one lose at home. That happened at the Musgrave Park ground.
That's as fanatical a rugby ground as anywhere in Britain and Ireland. To lose is special, but in its own way, look at this, an amazing scene.
So you can even enjoy the injury breaks here. Fantastic.
Not so for Elvis Seviali'i here, who seems to be going off. That's a blow for Sale because he's a useful carrier, but as you saw with Halstead, a very strong defender as well.
Like for like in terms of strength, because Epi Taione is coming off the bench, but Seviali'i and his organisational skills, as much as his strength, will be missed here, and that's a sad sight. He got a knock earlier on, but seemed to shake that one off. The brave Seviali'i, who's team tough, but unable to go on now. Taione is on.
It's a long time for Taione, 55 minutes in the centre. He can do damage in attack. Is he a defensive weakness?
Munster ball. Stringer. O'Gara into midfield with Halstead. Always ran into his own man Murphy, but it didn't seem to knock him off his stride. Munster throwing everything at Sale again. As soon as they get inside that 22, they look to strike like a snake. But it's gone forward. It's frenetic as Munster attacks, and on occasion they can be their own worst enemies. We saw there with the collision in midfield, but regardless of that, there's an awful lot for Sale to think about here.
And Leamy on the attack there, but the guy who's catching my eye is Paul O'Connell again as Sale clear their lines under pressure.
To Payne from Hodgson. Get under that one. And Larachia does. The Francais international. Look classy then, the fullback. Hodgson, O'Gara tries to charge him down, but Hodgson has got rid of it again. But for how long? Intensity building here.
No time even for the players who seem to be graced with all the time in the world. That's a brave take from Larachia. But Ronan O'Gara, he's tackling Chabal, he's harrying Hodgson. This is the place where he is most inspired. And O'Connell, what is he, Miles? 6'6". He's playing like he's 7 foot today.
And growing by the second. There he is, soaring high again. Stringer to O'Gara. Long flat pass. Interesting one, this. They're looking for Halstead. They find Wallace. Haven't seen Wallace carry the ball yet. Long time to go in this game. What a stunning season, David Wallace. Halstead, there he is. That's what he can do. Strength and thought. Great combination that the centre provides for his team. Stringer again. O'Gara didn't look where it was going. He knew there would be a red shirt there. It was Kelly, the winger. Dowling's calling for it on this side. Stringer again. Out to O'Gara. Advantage being played as well. Second try might be on the cards here. Dowling is going to be the man to get it, is he? The Munster fire is raging now. Look at all the red. Referee Jules Hughes is going to check it.
He got it down. And the Munster backs are showing that they can do it under pressure, not just in cast against a weakened team. Beautiful back play there. The timing of the pass, excellent. He gets that down and the crowds go berserk.
Looked like a try first time, looks even more like it now. Jules Hughes will signal, here we go.
What impressed me there, Munster knew they had an advantage, and we've been watching the likes of Jean-Baptiste Elisal just dropping the ball down and saying 3 points. Munster, so often a 10-man team, said, well, we want more, and they're trusting their backs to provide it. And look at the quality of the passing here. The running line's excellent. Beautiful stuff from Murphy. Payne's give and take is good, but that little squiggly break from Murphy. Now, watch this. Check, check, hold, and then Payne. That is a beautifully taken 3-on-2. That is superb.
And the point to that try, and what will feel so good for the Munster supporters here, is that it was the youngsters, the new additions, Murphy and Dowling, who combined to finish it. There's something fresh about this back division, and against Castro last week, as you say, and in that try, the signs are good for Munster. The signs are very good in this match. If this one goes over, it does. O'Gara again.
The muse is descending with a mist, and it's settling on Ronan O'Gara's head. Look at that. That is gorgeous play from Murphy, and Payne, the old man between the two youngsters, he's the cement. That is a superbly taken 3-on-2. It won't go down as the try of the season. It's as good a finish as you'll see, though.
Dowling didn't get his try last week in his debut, but he's got one now, and Munster, the second score. And there is a warm glow at Thomond Park for Munster as they look to this scoreboard of 17-6.
Well, when they're off form, Munster are a very hard team to beat at home. But when they're on form, they're almost irresistible, and they're just starting to look like that. But Sale are dogged, they're strong, they're tough, but they're going to need all those commodities and a bit of wit and adventure to hang on against this informed team.
It's not entirely clear exactly where the bonus point would take Munster today, whether that would guarantee them a quarter-final in the Heineken Cup on this ground, with Biarritz now having 24 points to lose 25, Leicester 24. Come back to that in a second, but certainly a win would ensure their qualification into the last 8, and they're well placed now, but don't write Sale off just yet. Tyone takes it forward for them.
Oh, leading arm from Tyone, that was physical.
Turnover ball, whistle had gone though. It's a bit juicy as well, with Cueto now involved.
Because he was on the feet before the run. He was on the feet before the run. No, the tackler was on the feet before
We saw the
run.
celestial stuff with Biarritz at Toulouse earlier in the day in the sunshine. This is the dark heart of the Heineken Cup, isn't it? And it is tremendous.
And you can sense that Sale are feeling the pressure and letting it get to them.
Yes, I mean, Cueto in particular, Miles, he's the one. He has been calmness personified for 2 years. His game is edgy, it's frenetic, he isn't the smooth operator we so often see. Munster do have the edge.
All the talk with Sale this week. Let's be the first side to win at Thomond Park. Let's show Europe that we mean business. Easier said than done. Halstead screams for offside against Hodgson, who is through very quickly.
Oh, it's off again.
And there's another fight on the floor. The touch judge has stepped in with his flag down, and the referee, Jules Hughes, needs to get there quickly once more. There's a lot of heat in this kitchen.
Chris Jones, key line-out man, is holding his face there. Oh no, this is scolding. You could get burnt on that pitch.
And Jones might have been. Starting to get back on his feet now. Munster have given away a penalty. It's a needless penalty, really. They were enjoying such a strong period in this first half. Well, both touch judges feeling the need to have a word with Joel Hughes. He's getting plenty of advice.
One red, five white.
One red is Marcus Horan, 5 wide is Chris Jones. We know
red, 5 white.
What happened to him.
Captain.
What did he do?
Some players are overexcited. Now stop. It will be a yellow card for both sides, but the last penalty will be against you. Okay? Because he said the first one is the white player. No, please, not white. It's a yellow card for you, and the penalty kick for you.
So 2 men into the sin bin, 1 from each side, Jones and Horan. And it is a Munster penalty, despite Joel Hughes just saying there to Jason Robinson that the penalty was for Sale. It's a Munster penalty.
Chabal just stepped quietly in the way of Horan. This is simmering. Those yellow cards really were an attempt to take, as you put it, the heat out of that kitchen. I don't know whether Joel Hughes will do that, but that's why he gave them both yellows.
No, Stuart, I think the window's stuck. And it's going to stay in that position until the end of this match.
But there's no doubt the intense atmosphere is something Munster have handled. They know all about here. They're thriving on it. Sale are not. Sale are playing with great courage and conviction, but the clearness, the clarity of their vision isn't what Munster's is at the moment, and that's why it's 17-6.
Flannery throws and finds his man again. Halstead with a loose offload there. And Stringer to O'Gara. Deflection, oh my, 4 does for Murphy. Murphy looking around for support. Oh, he's going himself. Who writes the scripts? Munster do.
Well, I said the muse was with Ronan Gara. Now he's got Lady Luck on his side. How can you stop that? The man with the squiggly step who made the try for Dowling now just shows a most brilliant arcing run. It wasn't about pace, it was about understanding, awareness of space and where the tackles were coming from. Barry Murphy threatened so much in Cass. Now he has delivered. A lucky break first of all, but how he took this. Robinson and Larashea couldn't get to him. That is a real one-off score.
Fullback wing, now finding himself in the centre and finding himself totally at home. The swerving Barry Murphy scores Munster's 3rd try. And Ronan O'Gara is right in the zone. Speculated about who writes the scripts. Of course, Munster are going to have to employ a new writer for the final chapter in this competition. But on form like this, they are starting to come right into the reckoning, home or away in the quarter-final. That is wonderful rugby.
Well, it's an amazing scoreline, 24-6 against the leading team in England. They are putting Sale away at the moment. We saw Gloucester humiliated. Right now, they're on the verge of doing the same thing. Sale have to find something immense here.
The table as it stands, with Munster 1 try away from a bonus point victory. If it was to go on to be a victory, which it certainly looks like it will at the moment. It's going to have to be a massive second half from Sale Sharks to turn this around on this ground. It's loose at the tail, advantage for the knock-on. No time to hang around for that. Munster already over halfway again. Stringer to O'Gara. That's flat, that's into Dowling, and Dowling will look to take them on. He's pugnacious, little and strong. And quick too. Stringer, O'Gara, a bit of space that maybe Hayes can exploit. O'Gara was looking for the big runner. Stringer into Payne. Well, that's not his best pass, and Robinson could pounce on this. But that's good tracking back.
Outstanding from Wallace. Got down so quickly, he's done brilliantly.
And the support all around him as well, so quickly too. 4 or 5 players there. Wallace initially isolated. O'Gara, that's for the corner. Robinson's corner, and all he can do is watch. Takes it quickly. Larachia. It was the right call in one way, but now he's going to have to face Munster coming back at him. Sean Payne after his own kick on Chabal. Oh, Robinson's come through to take it, but he's dumped on the floor by Flannery. Martens is there. To Larachia. Along the line now to Hodgson. Sale trying to play on their terms from their own 22. Tyone. You can see his strength there. In goes Leamy. Martens, Hodgson. This is terrific rugby from both sides now. Bruno, Chabal going through the gap himself. Chabal just tackled by Kelly. It's off the floor, it's been knocked on into Chabal, who is offside. Referee settles for the knock-on. What a game.
Well, Chabal was really motoring. I just wondered whether he should have given that ball to Jason Robinson. We've seen Robinson one-on-one looking sharper than we have for a while tonight. Making the break. Wallace is doing the shadowing, but in fact Jason Robinson was taken out early by Ronan O'Gara. That should have been a penalty for Sale. Quite clearly the inside pass not on, and the touch judge should have picked that one up.
With Horan off, we need a prop. Federico Pucciarello, the Italian international, and Foley takes a rest. A well-earned rest. Sale facing being knocked off the top of the pool right at the very last.
Martin, I just think this is probably the third scrum of the game. As we approach half-time, it tells you about the quality of ball retention in this game. It really does, because the defence has been immense, but both sides have controlled the ball very well. And you're right, Sale will be going where they don't want to be in the quarters, away.
Larachia. O'Gara's there. Got himself into a bit of a pickle, and the referee has given the penalty. Touch judge is involved again. It's all happening out there.
Late challenge given, I think, on Larachia. It'll be an issue for Sale. What Charlie Hodgson does 24-6. Oh, even if they kick through, it's a long way.
Go away, please, go away.
Well, Wallace doesn't get out of the way, but that would be a tough call on the flanker. Now, Sale's call, is it for 3 or more, I think, to win this game, or to get within 7, they have to start pushing for more than 3 points here. Now, yeah, that's a hard call. That's a hard call.
Wallace adjudged to have stepped into Larachia. The penalty from where the ball landed, and the penalty to be taken towards the post for the 3 points. Sale started off this game aggressively, going for the corner, turning down an early shot at goal. Not now. They're rattled, and they need points from somewhere, and that's the decision that the captain Jason Robinson, you can see there behind Hodgson, has reached. And the decision has backfired as Hodgson misses, and the lead stays at 18 points. Wry smile from Charlie Hodgson. all of these players, regardless of their international experience previously, we're going to find a lot about how they are as players in this club environment today. And Hodgson is on a learning curve, so too Robinson. You're never too experienced or old to learn in this game. And for many, it's a first experience of Thomond Park. Cueto. Another scrap off the ball. O'Callaghan and Martins. The referee gives the penalty against O'Callaghan, and Martins with the tap. Little handoff there to Pucciarello as he went past him. Some ferocious rucking in there. Flannery finding himself on the wrong side and feeling the force of the boot. Tyone. Stop this time. Another penalty. And Hodgson will get another chance.
No, please, I said open. Red from, hands away.
For Sale to have any realistic hopes of going into the changing room with self-belief to get back into this game, Hodgson cannot miss this kick. He cannot miss this kick. I mean, it has been Munster's half. Have not just been strong and organised, they've been inventive. They have dominated this game, and if Hodgson, the most reliable kicker in England on form, is to miss this, Sale will go in there and think, I don't want to come out for the second half.
The fluttering heart days of Charlie Hodgson kicking at goal have been put to bed, certainly over this last season. Can't afford to miss this kick, and Hodgson is not going to miss that kick. Sale stay in it just about. It's fingertip stuff for them, but they are the ladies' side to score some points, and to that end, they're still in this match.
But what's interesting now, Sale have played within themselves for a couple of months. Now, I think in the second half, we'll find out whether they were actually playing within themselves or whether they've gone into their shell. And if it's the latter, they can't get out of it in time to save this game. We're going to learn about Sale in this second half.
Fernandez Lobe. Good offload to Sheridan, and Sheridan is going. And Leamy was trying to make the tackle, but nothing he could do. Hodgson again into Tyone. Out to Larachir. Can Sale nick another score before the interval? Robinson doesn't want to hold on to that. The referee gives Munster the put in. They were going forward, balls on the floor.
Could not win a contact battle at Edgeley Road. Really couldn't. Here, everything is going their Munster way. Dominant at the point of contact, inspired by this crowd. That was a good attack from Sale, but Munster again had the defensive answers.
Quick tap again, as if Munster are saying, you want to play at pace, but so do we, and we are in charge at the moment. O'Gara slowed down by the referee there, advancing 10 metres.
20 seconds.
Nearly half-time.
Stay back.
Well, never in my wildest dream did I think Munster would have 3 tries in the first half. They have been magnificent. Sale have it all to do second half.
O'Connell. Penalty. For the tackle.
What do you reckon? The man with the muse on his shoulders?
No.
So Connell is taking one.
And Connell down, and the crowd won't like that. Any Munster player on the floor will not be greeted with anything else but boos, of course, but particularly O'Connell. That was a swinging arm.
See it too often, don't we? There's no doubt at all the Pacific Island players produce some of the most memorable rugby you see, but also some of the ugliest. There's no doubt whatsoever. We saw Rawalui in Saracens against Biarritz just an hour or so ago, for those of you who watched that game, coming in with something horrible, and that is not pretty. And I still believe officials do not officiate swinging tackles stringently enough.
One of these days, a player who's going to be seriously injured by such a tackle. Tyone is lucky not just to be still on the field, he's lucky that he hasn't hurt O'Connell and made a lasting impression that he'd have to live with for quite some time.
He'll also be lucky if he doesn't face the odd Munster boot in the second half when he goes to contact. O'Connell and co know who did that, and in the nicest possible way, you can hurt someone rocking now. The immaculate O'Gara to wrap up a fantastic 40 for the home team.
This would be just about the perfect end for Munster to this first half. Not quite there. But as Larachia kicks into touch, Munster are almost there. Listen to the roar for them. (24-9) at Thomond Park. Munster lead. One try away from a bonus point win. Also, can look at it the other way. Can they nibble away at the lead to get within 7 points and get a point of their own, a bonus point of their own? O'Shabal making a mistake from the second half kickoff. That is not what Sale wanted. It's exactly what Munster were desiring, but the knock-on going against Munster. And Sale to put into this scrum.
Crouch and hold, engage!
Martens and Hodgson.
Six.
Here's Payne and Kelly and Dowling, and the youngsters having a run at the touchline here. Got his first half try, wants another. In comes Lunn, referee brings them back for another knock-on. This time Munster will put into the scrum.
See, that was impressive again. Sean, Payne, Kelly and Dowling, the back three combined, didn't kick the ball in the air, kept it alive. Dowling bust through one tackle, giving his forwards a target all along. There is more confidence in the Munster back play than I saw last year and for a while, and that makes them a far harder team to compete against. It's also a massive change when they met in Stockport. Really, Munster had a pack, and when Sale matched them there was nothing else. This team has developed rapidly since that first round game.
27-13 the final score that day. Sale scoring 2 tries to 1. At the moment, Munster with their 3 tries and this healthy lead, and looking now for number 4 with Murphy, who's looked so dangerous all night. He's found Kelly. Not the intended route, but Munster won't complain. Have control of the ball. Stringer. O'Gara, crossfield chip. Oh, he's overdone that. Gone too far, straight out. See what he was trying.
There's not much Ronan O'Gara has got wrong tonight. Not much Munster have got wrong. And that error apart, they've started this second half very well. They seem comfortable, in control and believing in themselves. They've got nearly 40 minutes to get that 4th try, which probably will give them the group, because to finish best runner-up, I suspect if Bath win tomorrow, it's Toulouse away, and that is the draw you don't want in this tournament. So much still to go for in this second half, but Sale really need to settle themselves first and then find a bit of forward momentum.
The Saracens failing to get the points today. And Stade Francais on 20 in second place in their group. Munster know that victory in this game and they would qualify. That's their first staging post, the victory. O'Gara. Too long again. He might have been thinking about trying to pick out one of the posts there, because of course If the ball hits Ward, it can bounce anywhere and wreak havoc.
I think this comes off the inside of the boot there. I think he wanted to go outside the right post and have Larashea and Robinson deciding who to go for it. There's a little bit of a hook there, and that's why it went too long. Munster probably will be better served keeping it alive. Their backs have been so inventive, and Sale have struggled there.
Hodgson's long kick to his opposite number, O'Gara. And here's Kelly. Bruno missed him. Stringer. O'Gara. Halstead. Tackling is good from Sale, and Martin's the scrum half, heavily involved there. What's the scrum half is Stringer, of course. Has been for so long now. And has been agonisingly close to the Heineken Cup winners' medal. So too O'Gara. And there's nobody on this ground that doesn't believe in this Munster team, that one day they will get there. And kicking like this from O'Gara, another reason to believe.
Well, that's old Munster. The back trundling forward, and O'Gara saying, you fancy 50 metres? Here it comes. And they're balancing it with new Munster and the likes of Barry Murphy, and it's proving very hard to Sale to counter at the moment. The half has started well for Munster.
O'Callaghan to put the pressure on Chabal. Another symbolic moment. Chabal has spent more time on the floor in this game than in any other game, or maybe all other games put together this season. Payne pushed it backwards, no knock on. Kelly's going with him. Payne has put him onside. Referee says backwards. Now it's a knock on.
Touch judge intervention there, I think.
Yeah, the communication between the officials so important.
Payne just fingertipped it first.
Here's Hodgson. He's got that one up and over, but not where he really intended, although the referee deems no advantage. And I suppose there wasn't really for Hodgson. He had two men at least trying to charge him down. That's hardly advantage. From the scrum, he'll get much better chance.
Not quite as smooth through the gears tonight, though, Charlie Hodgson, is he? There was Payne chasing up his kick. He did just get the little knock on first. But Hodgson has been hunted very hard and very well by Munster. It's been a difficult night for all Sale players.
Chabal again. Across the field, though. Normally goes forward. Martin's kick. Payne taking on Sheridan for pace, and also Jones, and puts the ball outside, and it's already into the hands of Halstead. Halstead tries to bring Murphy on the crash ball and dust. Stringer to Kelly. Turnover ball for Sale. Tyone out to Robinson. Now can we see Jason Robinson go? There's the answer. It's Munster with all the answers, both in attack and defence. It was Dowling again, the youngster, who did marvellous work for his side there. But what about that for a kick? Right into the corner. Sale Sharks are still in this one and fighting.
Touche from Charlie Hodgson there. That's a beautiful kick. He just lent away and chipped that one behind Stringer. Now Chris Jones needs to come up for Sale here and upset Paul O'Connell and that line out.
Flannery will throw. Good one to O'Connell. And then Flannery joins in the drive, which is a good one too. And Stringer gets back on his sofa. What a ride behind this pack. Then he goes flying in. Flannery steps into the Stringer roll and kicks. Not the best at that. Didn't have O'Gara outside. Little exchange between the two. Now there's a punch been thrown out there. There were two players from Sale and two from Munster involved off the ball again. One of them was Bruno.
And the other was Lobbe, who will not want to catch the referee's eye, having already been carded.
No more Martens. He's gone off to be replaced by that man there, Richard Wigglesworth, at scrum half. And then to receive international recognition this week, he's gone into the England A team. And he's gone right into the fire here. Sheridan again. Wigglesworth, first touch. Hodgson round on the loop, but Tyone had only one thing on his mind. And two players on his back. Larachia at pace, that's good. Robinson at pace too. Injection of zip into this move. Wigglesworth. Chabal. Wigglesworth again, but now he's buried and now he's hanging on. And Sale also failing to stay on their feet there, going down. Here's Wallace for Munster. Again it was the quick tap. Again it's Munster putting the pace on. Or trying to take it onto another level of pace. Because Sale aren't shirking this challenge. Here's Robinson. That's a pretty good kick. Will take time for Payne to gather himself. Not the best angle. Larachia and Cueto. Dowling, if he turns around, he'll see this right in front of him. He bangs it back over the top of Taylor. Oh, it's got a long way. A long way.
Dowling is having a really good game, you know. He's making his tackles, scoring his tries, and nothing is working for Cueto. Now, that's for Dowling, everything is going his way. That's the second time Cueto has really put a kick straight down the throat of a Munster man, and twice it's been returned with something to spare.
Sale line out. Wigglesworth trapped in there. Sale have lost the ball again.
Well, it's much like Sale trapped at the moment, really, in their own half. Ronan O'Gara changed his game plan a little bit in the second half. We've seen more kicking. Munster are trying to exert a territorial squeeze. I just looked for that one try to give them the win and to give them the bonus point to top the group.
O'Gara. And then Halstead. Stringer and O'Gara. Beauty again. Both fly halves are picking out the corners. Anything you can do, O'Gara says to Hodgson.
Oh, he bought that stiletto in a shoe shop in Limerick, and it's gone straight into the heart of the English team. That was a wonderful kick. Cut and thrust with the boot from the two fly halves at the moment. Intriguing.
Sale have had attacks of their own in this half, but you just wonder how long they can hold out when Munster get the ball in enemy territory. It is a knock-on.
Now big scrum as Sale just about hang on there. The knock-on left hand of Donica O'Callaghan, who is like a dervish this evening alongside O'Connell. The second row for Munster, magnificent.
In goes Stringer. Now Chabal does show his strength. Excellent work from the number 8, Wigglesworth. And that's not a bad clearing kick either, but it will be Munster to throw in again. Sale Their record this season, 15 wins and 4 defeats before today, 2 of those in the Anglo-Welsh competition, which I think it's safe to say Sale, in view of their involvement at the top of the English Premiership and in this competition, the Heineken Cup, did not take particularly seriously, or certainly not as seriously as the other top 2. 2 defeats in that English Premiership and staring their first defeat in the Heineken Cup this season right in the face now. Flannery throws.
O'Connell, immense.
A dream combination, those 2 all night. Why go anywhere else will be Flannery's thought. If O'Connell is going to time his jump like that every time and take such good, clean ball for his side. And Munster love nothing more than to set up this kind of situation, to suck in the Sale players. Although Sale, it's a game effort here. Holding it fairly steady. And create the error as well, so that's 1 for Sale. The table as it stands at the moment, Munster would still be in second place. They were to win this match with 3 tries and not the 4 tries for the extra bonus point. If they were to get that bonus point, then it would swing things all around places 1 and 2. Sale weren't within 7, that is. Hodgson, Taylor, Cueto, all big names, all trying to get Sale back into this match. Dowling again having a wonderful match against Mark Cueto. Really has, in everything that he's done, young Dowling. O'Gara had to get that pass away quickly from Chabal and did. Flannery's gone for the kick again. He's picked out Robinson. Robinson takes Flannery on the outside. Hayes got a hand on him. Flannery got back at it. Here's Wigglesworth. In flies Stewart.
Sale are picking the pace up, aren't they? They're trying to.
To be fair to them, they've tried to all night. They've never wanted it to drop. From their angle, it's just that Munster have been coming back harder and harder. Here's Cueto again. Magnus Lund. You see him in the loose. And we see a knock-on as well. And this will be Munster ball. And Stringer's decided with men to his right, plenty of them to go for the kick. It's not a bad kick though. And it puts the pressure right back on Sale and hems Sale inside their own half.
I told Munster is that the second half there is a reversion to type. They've got the 3 tries, they want the 1 more. They think they can get that try just by territorial pressure with O'Connell and O'Callaghan, Foley, Wallace, Leamy in the line-out. And Stringer and O'Gara are just chipping away, and they're driving Sale back, and they're making it very hard for Sale to get any foothold in this game.
John Hayes started 5 games for the 2005 Lions, 4 in New Zealand and 1 in Cardiff against Argentina. One of the seasoned campaigners in this Munster pack. Hayes has been around and been so close, like Foley and Wallace. Wallace even scored a try in the 2000 final against Northampton, when Munster agonisingly lost by 1 point on that day. Beaten by Leicester in Cardiff. Can they get back to Cardiff to claim the trophy? The trophy that they so desire. They will not rest until they reach their goal. Let's listen to the singing again. Loose in midfield and picked up by Hodgson under pressure, did well. Tyone. Hodgson.
It's loose again from Charlie Hodgson.
Bringing Dowling off that wing. Spins out of the tackle. Can do no wrong tonight. What a prospect he looks. Stringer to Horan. O'Gara, Halston, thought there was a glimmer of light on the outside of Taylor, but Taylor at his man.
But this is really hard work for the Sharks at the moment. One-way traffic, Sale having to tackle and defend very well. As Halstead ushered into touch. But Sale, a defensive team, not used to this amount of pressure against them. The pack, not this often on the back foot. This is tough times for Sale.
Bruno throws. Penalty. Pulling down in the line out.
I'd imagine they'll go for 3 points. They're not yet panicking about the fourth try. They'll want to wrap this game up. Here's O'Gara going for the corner. They do think that they've got the game wrapped up.
Yes, I'm not sure it's a panic. Doesn't feel like a panic to me. It feels like Munster just going for the jugular here.
You know, the opposite of a panic. Paul O'Connell soaring higher than anyone up front yet again tonight. And that is, I think, the mark of a team who think we have Sale on toast here. Let's just go and take this pool.
And see where that takes them. They will not be guaranteed a home quarter-final with the points total of 23. Perpignan play tomorrow. They're on 18 at the moment. They could easily end up on 23 as their home game is against Calvisano. And they might score quite a few tries in the process. We'll have to see. And of course, the Bath-Leinster issue to sort out tomorrow as well. Here at Thomond Park, it's a double change by Sale with Bruno coming off and also Fernandez Lobe out of the pack. Schofield is on, Tittrell is on, and they are straight into this key line out. Munster having decided to go for this attack. And not the 3 points, which would have all but wrapped up the game. They feel it's probably in the bag already, and it's time to get the fourth try. This place will go wild if they get it. Stringer with a gentle shove. It's the forwards doing the work. Sale bring it down. Referee holds down his arm. Penalty. And we know they're not going for the post. It's either Scrum or O'Gara. He's already got the ball going for the corner again to relive the attack.
Well, when you've got a hooker as accurate as Jerry Flannery, you will not go for the scrum because the Munster line-out is on top form now. The Sale line-out, so strong in England, is just being taken to the cleaners at the moment. On the back foot, the collapse there. Jules Hughes will not be scared if it happens again to go under the post and give Munster that fourth try.
And for once, Flannery loses his range, went right over the top, and Hodgson with his kick is the first to sprint after this, and he's got there quickly as well, and he's charged down. Magnus Lund was with him. Charlie Hodgson there, smashing the ball downfield for Sale and leading the charge out of defence. It was great pace from Hodgson and awareness too.
And commitment. It hasn't gone Charlie Hodgson's way, but the best players don't always perform to peak, but what you've got to do then is just try, and Hodgson bust a gut to get to that kick and did really well.
Flannery's done so well in the absence of Frankie Sheehan, who picked up that neck injury against Sale in match 1. And normal service is resumed from the Munster hooker. He's kicking himself that he didn't get it right, just short of the Sale line, but still time to make up for that. And he's probably made up for it already with his performance up until that point. And then O'Gara, like Hodgson, assured and accomplished.
That's lovely, comfortable play there. Warm feeling for the Munster pack to see Stringer firing that zippy service off to O'Gara and the long, languid swing of the boot, sending it deep into Sale territory.
Tittrell to Lund. Tittrell in support from his jumper. Wigglesworth. Robinson has got past Stringer. But it's John Kelly again. Robinson trying to get back to make the tackle, but Kelly, like Dowling, done nothing wrong tonight, the two wingers from Munster. Every time they've got the ball, it's been textbook stuff. Stringer again. O'Gara outside his 22. Little shape to kick. Finds Kelly once more. So elusive.
Spot the confident team.
In went Hoare and so too Flannery. Sale thought a knock on, so did the touch judge on this side, who signalled to Joel Juge, who's on the other side, the wrong side, to see it.
Too confident perhaps there.
Ben Coots is coming on now for Sale to replace Barry Stewart in the front row. Coots, the former ACT man in Australia.
It's been a very tough evening for the entire Sale pack tonight. This has been a learning curve. All right.
Lund. But as it stands at the moment, Sale have not allowed Munster to score that fourth try.
Okay.
It is not a bonus point win yet. It is not a win yet. Here comes Larachia. Outside it goes to Cueto. Bumped out of him in the tackle.
He's having a rotten night tonight, Mark Cueto. Nothing going his way. Larachea and Cueto, the scissors that has been so effective so often, but not this time. It's now getting really interesting, this fourth try issue, you know, because by my reckoning, if Bath beat Leinster tomorrow, Toulouse will be second seed. The best placed team will come out of this pool, and that will mean second seed will be playing seventh and Toulouse will be waiting. Munster will not want to go there.
Yes, Toulouse have got themselves 25 points after their victory, their thrilling victory. What a game that was against the Llanelli Scarlets. Spirits 24, Leicester finished on 24 last night. Those two qualified and hunting down home quarter-finals. Bath at the moment stand on 23. And they play Leinster tomorrow. O'Gara off his wrong side, although he's strong off both feet, but not as strong as he'd like to have been there. Off his left, so Sale to throw in.
Yeah, just staying on that theme, what we do know is not who they will play. We do know that if you win this group, you will not play Toulouse. And there are two grounds in this tournament you don't want to be playing at knockout stage. One is Toulouse, and the other is where Sale are right now.
Yes, this ground offers everything that Toulouse can offer at home. They are the unbreakables here, Munster. Like Toulouse on their patch. Avoid them like the plague in the quarter-final if you can. Hodgson, Cueto, Larachia again. Starting to look a threat, the Sale fullback. Wigglesworth, Chabal. And it's starting to look like a strong finish from Sale here. And a growing belief in their play. Tyone might be a sniff of an overlap there for Taylor. Can they work it? Cry a forward pass. Given.
There is a sharpness now in the Sale game, and I just wonder, you've watched O'Gara and Stringer starting to kick ball into territory. It's almost like Munster think we have won this game, and Sale have sensed that, and they've just brought themselves back into it. They've upped the adrenaline levels and the pace of the game, and they are definitely now fighting to win this group. That's what it's all about now. I don't think they can win this game, but they can win this group. It's all up for grabs still.
And all week, Munster have been saying it's not about the bonus point, it is just about the win. But I think we're reaching the conclusion, aren't we, that you have to think beyond what is happening here. If you have serious aspirations to win the Heineken Cup, you need to think ahead to the quarter-final stage, and to avoid Toulouse away is paramount.
Yeah, you don't think about the bonus point at the start of the game, but when there's quarter an hour left and you're 15 points clear, you then start thinking, right, what do we need? Toulouse away makes you 8th favourites for the tournament, quite frankly. So if Munster can get the 4th try, they will go to possibly Leicester or Biarritz, which is going to be very tough, but with Munster's record they can win it. Can they win at Toulouse? If Sale top this group, well, they are right in this tournament. But would Jason Robinson men want to travel to Toulouse? I don't think so.
Biarritz at the moment in front of Leicester, aren't they? Both scored 24 points, but Biarritz more tries than Leicester. Anyway, we'll sort all of that out at the end of the game. Don't you worry about that. Let's just concentrate on the key issues as they affect this particular match. And the conclusion is Munster need to go looking for this extra try to make it a bonus point win. Sale need to try and stop them. Here's Sheridan. Here's Hodgson. Tyone. Oh, that was trickery that really was not required at that particular moment. And Halstead with the hack downfield. Brave work from Titterell. He knew he was going to get something on his back, but he kept hold of the ball. Wigglesworth, Kelly comes in. Cueto again with the kick. And he has managed to bounce it out. As you were saying, Stuart, not the best night for Mark Cueto.
Marcus Horan shouldn't really be the man at the back claiming that ball. And Epitaione shouldn't be throwing dreadful passes like that. That's the last thing you need against a Munster team who are famished for the ball and opportunities tonight. Chris Jones seen off by O'Callaghan and O'Connell.
Interesting change as well, because it's not a forward who's come on for Jones, it's Chris Mayer a back, and that means Epitaione has gone into the pack. We said right at the start of the game that Tyone can be forward or back. Well, now it's being played out in that way, with Tyone showing his versatility.
Just trying to get a bit more orthodox excellence in the midfield, sensing there could be a try, as Munster may tire in the last 10. Not up front, they're not tiring.
The evidence is they're fully awake as they go towards and over halfway. Amazing control from the forwards here. They look to keep it on the move. Sale have to regroup quickly. Feels they are being outnumbered there, Sale, at that rolling maul. O'Gara. And Larachia has covered his 22 very well indeed there, the fullback. His positioning excellent. And Payne to touch. Now, during that rolling maul, Marcus Horan had time to tie his shoelaces. What does that say?
That is ball control. And that's confidence in your other 7 players. Also probably means he's got quite short laces. Flannery in control there. This guy just gets better and better, you know. White hot atmosphere tonight. This is the biggest game for Flannery, and he looks like he was born to this, and I'll be very surprised if Eddie O'Sullivan doesn't use him as fresh injection in the Irish Six Nations team.
Of course, against Bruno of France and Titterell of England, so good challenge tonight for him, and he's risen to it inside the final 10 minutes of normal time. And now it's Sale Sharks again, much to their credit, coming back at Munster with a forward drive of their own. And Tyone leading that drive and offloading as well. Is it Sale to get the next try in this match? Here comes Cueto, and now it's Larachia. Robinson. Still deadlocked after half-time. But held up. It's that Munster defence again.
Fantastic work. Robinson not finding his best form this season. So often in the past he turns half opportunity into a try now. Munster holding him pretty comfortably. Payne did well, and then it's just the volume of numbers and how quickly they get there and their strength and technique to hold the ball up.
Foley. And Stringer to O'Gara. He's going to try and move it. Sale commit the bodies, they try and drive over the top. Referee, he's gone with Sale. It's a knock on.
Well, Sale did very well there. They forced Gara out of the pocket because of the speed they put on the chase there. I don't think he wanted to go open. But watch this, really good chasing. Oh, it's Hodgson coming on the outside of Wigglesworth. The halfbacks did a really good 2-on-1 number there.
How much does this say about Sale since half-time? And Magnus Lund comes driving off the back of another scrum in this energy-sapping match. Chabal and Schofield, the new man. He's feeling a little bit fresher. Wigglesworth, Hodgson, looked a forward pass, it was.
Well, one other thing I would say, we've been wondering about Sale's back play in the last few months. They've relied on the forwards, and the forwards have always done it. Tonight, Sale have had to go elsewhere for the inspiration. And when you stop working at things, it doesn't just click and happen. And I think Sale have got to reassess their game. They might beat a lot of teams in the Guinness Premiership with 10-man rugby, but against the best in Europe, you need a broader game. Munster know that, and they've learnt their lesson.
Stringer, O'Gara, no running this time. But again, it was Hodgson going through on O'Gara, which is the reason for the angle being limited and O'Gara being forced into a mini slice there. And the angle wasn't great anyway, but it did also come off the side of the boot. It's that kind of in-your-face rugby which Sale continue to play, and they refuse to lie down, and they know that as long as they stay inside the Munster half, it becomes increasingly an issue for Munster to try and score a breakaway try and not a pressure-building try. Table as it stands. Munster still don't have the bonus point. They'll qualify with a win, but they're not top.
Well, Sale don't need to score a try here. They need to keep the ball until the final whistle, and they ain't going to Toulouse for certain. They'd settle for that right now.
Errors starting to creep in. I mean, the pace has stayed throughout the game, but it is almost inevitable that these errors, considering what is resting on the final minutes of this match, are going to be in evidence.
Well, I think the first half, Munster dynamited this match. They just blew Sale away, and in the second half they've largely controlled it, but perhaps they've been too comfortable in their control, and now they may be paying the price for really not going for the jugular, for Flannery's overthrow when they did go for that 5-metre throw. This group now is no longer about who wins tonight. Munster's record stands at Thomond Park. It is about who wins this group. And with less than 10 minutes to go, Sale are the favourites. They're losing this battle, but they haven't lost the war yet.
Of course, it is conceivable that Toulouse, with 25 points, could end up as the number 1 seed. Bath, just a little reminder while we've got a break in play, have 23 points going into their match against Leinster tomorrow. Leinster will have to win that game to qualify themselves. Stringer, O'Gara not located that time. Halstead is calm, as he has been all night. Now he's powerful, as he has been all season. O'Gara wants to bash this and get it away, but Larachia to Robinson. It is Sale turning the screw at the moment. Look at that for a kick. Sale have set up camp.
Yeah, I think Sale know exactly what's at stake now. They're playing as if they realise their heads aren't down. They are thinking we have got to keep Munster from our line. It's been 35 minutes
Capitulated and didn't know what they were doing.
Yeah, they haven't been their glossy best, but there's been a lot of grit from Sale in the second half.
But still time for that to change. Penalty to Munster. And this time, sorry, I just said this time, when O'Gara finds his touch, it'll be a Munster throw-in, which will make all the difference.
I wonder, do you think Munster are aware exactly what this means now? Not just topping the groups, where they will or won't go, or the possibility of who they'll avoid. Because now they really have to... They're 15 points up. Sale are not going to score those points with the time left. It is time now for Munster to throw everything at the end of this game, as they did at the start.
In a way, I don't think it changes the Munster mindset, did it? I mean, they were going for the win first of all.
Yeah.
They are now trying to get to be top of the group with the fourth try, and that has become much more of a feature as the game has gone on, as they've set up the position, the possibility. They're still trying to play as they always have. They're just not being allowed to play by Sale. The gain is not that big as Larachia chips, but now it's Stringer. Might be a significant gain now.
Good stuff from Flannery again there.
Stringer, O'Gara, no Larachia at home, saw it. Has he weighted it well? Robinson.
Oh, horrible.
Counter-attack on here. Stringer. Cooley with the boot. Leamy. Stringer again. Halston. Kelly might be out wide here. Kelly, the speedster, carries. Stringer again. On the tight line was Horan, and he's knocked on. And Wigglesworth kicks, but it will now be a scrum.
Now this game seems to be gently subsiding into a 4 points win for Munster, but we've been here before, Miles, and what price against a dramatic finish one way or the other. Sale with a try to just close the clock down, Munster with a try to win the group. There is still time.
You're not ready, you're not second row. Yes.
Into time added on, and Chabal, who was rocked in the first half, or seemingly rocked. What a good second half from him, but he has been caught in possession here. And Munster have the put-in, possibly the most significant put-in of this match and their season.
Well, Munster have done all the hard work. They've laid the foundations in the first half. Now they really need to put the final touch to this, to make this not just a fine win, a magnificent win. One more try for Munster and the dream is really alive.
Off Stringer's boot, it's O'Gara, now it's Halstead. Oh, it's on here! It's really on! Payne! In goes Wallace! In goes Wallace! It's beyond heroic! It is the stuff of legend!
Now they have won the battle tonight, and they might just have won the war with Sale. They are not going to Toulouse. David Wallace, inspirational tonight with his colleagues. With perfect timing, scores the try. Munster waited and waited and waited. In the 81st minute, they have struck, and there's nothing Sale can do now. Munster top the group. They've turned it around. Stockport. What an amazing story again. It never stops here, does it?
Nobody in this ground ever needs to go to the theatre again. All the drama in this place that you'd ever want. O'Gara, Munster, they will top the poll.
Sean Payne's played really well, hasn't he? And Wallace, pick up and drive. It's about pace and power. And wow, that's 3 metres. But the Munster fans know how important that really is. Get ready for a big night in Limerick.
Munster 1, Sale 2.
You would not have thought it possible, would you, after Sale battered Munster in England in round 1 of this pool. What a comeback from Kidney and his team, inspired by Thomond Park. They're a complete team now. They're serious contenders again.
Put this performance alongside the victory in Castres last week, and this win in this fashion has once again opened up a treasure chest of opportunity for Munster rugby. It really has. Here we go, they sing. How far will they go? Changes galore at the end of this game. Cheers for so many players who've all played their heroic part. Wigglesworth to Hodgson. And Cueto scurries, but the game is up. Schofield. Before today, Sale had played 5-1-5. They'd beaten Munster at home in the first match, but Munster have clawed their way back into this group and dominated this game, certainly in the first half, and on the scoreboard in the second half where it matters. And here they go again, Halstead. Now listen to the roar. Just take this in. Robinson, it's still in. Mick O'Driscoll, the replacement. Thomas O'Leary is there now at scrum half. Ronan O'Gara is hanging out on the right wing. He's been calling for it. Don't think he's going to get it. He's moving back in field now. See him coming into shot. Pick and drive. Sale somehow have to make these tackles. They'll be feeling gutted. Dowling. O'Leary. O'Gara. Murphy. Sparkling all night. Keogh.
He's been a diamond, Barry Murphy. Something that has been lacking for some time here. It's changed Munster. It's a subtle extra dimension.
And some of these players could be about to ring in a new era for Ireland as well. O'Gara chips in behind Cueto. There are no superlatives left. The Munster story lives on, captivating us all. They play on this ground fantasy rugby. The Heineken Cup, the cup of emotion for all European rugby fans. But I suppose especially for Munster fans.
Every time we lose a game, we get written off. We got written off and Sale away and written off when we lost against Leinster a few weeks ago. But I don't know what it is. The mental strength in the squad is just incredible. The work ethic and I don't know. There's just a very good mental strength in our squad, and the boys came through today. A very good Sale team, and you know, we picked up a bonus point, so we couldn't be happier.
But it's just something that Munster seem to have. It's a unique thing. I mean, there's great courage, just great passion. You can't really quite put your finger on it. What do you think it is about Munster?
Oh, I think it's got to be a huge factor. It's got to be the crowd here. You know, it's just really something special playing in front of it. You know, you kind of forget sometimes how much it does for you, and it's only in a big game like this that the crowd really come out in force and support us, and you know, it gives you an extra 10% out there.
It was important that we get off to a good start here. You know, Sale would probably have been wondering what Thomond Park was all about, and I think in the first half we really went at it hammer and tongs, and you know, it was a ferocious battle out there, and you know, that's what it's all about. You know, big sides coming here, you know, and we turn them over, and it just gives a great feeling to the whole province.